Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Christy Kijarina. It's Wednesday, August 27. In Squiz Kids Today, checking in on our green goals, a very messy festival, a chirp-off champion crowned, and human hair toothpaste. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
Put your hand up if you've turned on a light or charged a device today. Pretty much all of us, right? Well, the way we make energy is at the heart of some big news this week. The federal government says Australia is on track to meet its promise under the Paris Agreement. That's a global deal made back in 2015 where almost every country agreed to work together to stop the Earth heating too much, keeping the rise below 2 degrees Celsius and aiming for just 1.5. Australia's goal is to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 43% by the year 2030. That's compared to where we were in 2005. So far, we've cut about 30%, so we're more than halfway there. But experts say we need to do better, and South Australia has shown it can be done, running for 99 days last year on 100% renewable energy. Wow. It's not simple though. Australia also relies on coal and other fossil fuels, which provide jobs and money for the economy. Shifting to cleaner energy is a tricky balancing act. The Climate Change Authority, that's a group of experts who advises the government, is about to recommend a stronger 2035 target. And many Aussies are on board, snapping up home batteries and looking ahead to electric cars that could even help power their homes. So Australia is on track, but the choices we make in the next few years will shape the planet that we live on. And it's important that leaders know how we feel so our voices are part of the decisions.
Spin the globe.
Each day, we give the world globe a spin and find a news story wherever it stops. And today, we've landed in Spain, where things have gotten seriously saucy. Welcome to La Tomatina, the world's biggest food fight. Every August, the tiny town of Buñol is invaded by thousands of people all ready to throw squishy tomatoes at each other. Yep, just for fun. This messy tradition began about 80 years ago when a group of kids started a food fight, and now it's an official event. With 120 tons of tomato grown specially for this 1-hour Splatfest. Before the action starts, trucks dump the tomatoes into the streets. Then, splat, splash, squish, people hurl tomatoes, slip over in the pulp, and cover everything and everyone in red goo. And after an hour of fruity chaos, the cannon fires to end the fun, and the streets look like spaghetti sauce and smell like pizza. And of course, I've stuck a link to photos in the episode notes.
Animal Kingdom.
In the heart of Hong Kong, that is not the call of the brown fish owl, nor the yellow-crested cockatoo. It is the sound of humans trying their best to be birds. Over the weekend, the Hong Kong Birdwatching Society hosted its first ever bird call competition. Almost 100 contestants strutted their stuff on stage, mimicking the calls of species like the Asian barred owl and the cole. Some even donned costumes. The top prize went to Bob Chan, who impressed the judges with his spot-on impression of a Eurasian tree sparrow, a tiny bird that lives in the city. Hong Kong is home to more than 580 bird species, about a third of all of those in China, and is a vital stopover for migrating birds. By staging this contest, organisers hope to raise awareness of conservation and protecting habitats for the feathered travellers who depend on them.
Weird science.
Hands up, who loves going to the dentist? Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, scientists in London may have found a way to make those dreaded dental visits a whole lot less painful with the help of sheep's wool or human hair. Here's how it works. Teeth aren't bones, so when the tough outer enamel wears away from sugary or acidic food, not brushing, or just getting older, it never grows back. That's why decay is one of the most common diseases in the world, affecting about 2 billion people. But clever researchers have discovered that keratin, a protein that's found in hair, skin and wool, can actually rebuild enamel. They took keratin from sheep wool, mixed it with artificial saliva, apparently that's a thing, and watched it form a coating that looked and acted like the real thing, filling in weak spots and protecting teeth. In just a few years, keratin toothpaste or even a gel that varnishes your teeth could mean fewer fillings and fewer dentist drills. Woohoo! But no, that doesn't mean you don't need to brush your teeth. Before we start this quiz today, I need to let you know that we have been so busy poring over your amazing entries from last week's Book Week costume competition. And wow, you guys really brought your characters to life. There were so many brilliant creative costumes that we've had to add some extra prizes. Bryce is now doing the final deliberations and trying not to get glitter in his eyes, and we'll be announcing the winners in tomorrow's podcast. So stay tuned and best of luck, bookworms.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1, true or false? South Australia ran for 50 days last year on 100% renewable energy. That is false. Well, actually, they did run for 50 days, but they ran for a total of 99 days on 100% renewable energy. Question number 2, in Spain's La Tomatina festival, which fruit do people throw at each other? The answer is tomatoes. Was that one too easy? Question number 3. Which protein found in hair, skin and wool have scientists used to help rebuild tooth enamel? Well done if you said keratin.
Shout-outs.
It's Wednesday, August 27, World Rock, Paper, Scissors Day. Now, this game may have begun way back in ancient China more than 2,000 years ago, where instead of a rock, paper and scissors, players used hand signs for a frog, a slug and a caterpillar. It's a great way to settle an argument or decide who gets the last piece of cake. And speaking of cake, it's also a special day for these Quiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Lucinda from Willoughby, Maggie from Aldinga Beach, Chloe from Larrakia Country, Atticus from Doncaster East, Addie from Middle Harbour, and Josh from Tailem Bend. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Maddie from Canberra, Suksham from St Lucia, Mina from Blackburn, Toby from Forest Lake, Milo from Toorak, Miles from Ballarat, Kester from Dural, Henry from Brown Hill, Connor from Ballajura, and Caitlin and Annie from Sutherland. And classroom shout-outs today go to classes 5B and 5D with Mrs. Pryor at Sheldon College in Brisbane, and classes 5TC and 5JV with Miss Lessig and Miss Bella at John Henry Primary School in Pakenham. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, though, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.